It's amazing, you know? It's God's plan for us to have this adulterous affair. How convenient. All right, let me bring in my guests. And in Los Angeles, California, body language expert, forensic psychiatrist, trial expert, witness, and columnist, Dr. Carole Lieberman. Great to see you both. Dr. Carole Lieberman, should I be surprised that these two, I mean, their affairs happen all the time, right? Usually people are sneaking around a little bit. They were sneaking around behind the backs of their spouses, but like everybody else saw what was going on here.
Well, yes, because they felt that they were entitled. I mean, after all, they were the god and goddess of the 144,000. And so why shouldn't people go along with what they're doing now? You know, it's really hard because in talking about things that are religious beliefs, I mean, it's hard for anybody to prove one thing or the other. It's just what you believe. So, and they made sure that they made everybody else feel special. You know, so like that this person was somebody else married to Jesus and so on in a previous life. And so if you question what Lori and Chad are saying in terms of their relationship and their mission, then that would mean that maybe the things that they told you about you, you know, would not be true either, and you're not that special.
Psychiatrist. Dr. Carole Lieberman, let me ask you, two different scenarios taking place here. It seems this inner circle of friends knew everything about Chad and Lori, yet the families knew nothing. Why is that?
Yes. Well, for one thing, you know, Chad and Lori were around the friends more. They were trying really to keep, other than their great romance, and Freud, of course, said long ago that sex is a very powerful, the most powerful emotion, or the most powerful agitator in terms of making people do things. They were like moths to a flame. So they were trying not to, there was no reason to tell her family. She was trying to hide that from them. One of the things I also want to mention is that for the jury, all of these witnesses, the friends and the family, they are so credible. You know, the jury will have to ask themselves, why would these people lie about these things? They have it doesn't benefit them in any way to come here and testify and talk about all these things, and it's so credible. You know, I think part of her didn't want her family to know.
That's a great point you make about the jury. These folks had no reason to lie about this stuff. No reason. Dr. Carole Lieberman, what are your thoughts about that stare-down moment between JJ's aunt, Kay's daughter, and Lori inside the courtroom? And then, is it a coincidence, do you think, that day that she didn't want to be in there? Or do you think it maybe it played a role?
Yes, it was too real for her. It's really interesting, these different emotions that Lori is showing or not showing. And you have to wonder, is part of it really just a real reaction, an authentic reaction to what the various witnesses are saying? Is it her craziness, whatever underlying psychiatric problem she has, is that rearing its head as the trial is moving on and she's realizing it's looking worse and worse for her? Is it performance? Is she purposely making these kinds of grimaces or expressions and so on for the jury, you know, to try to somehow make it better for her, make them like her better, or make them think that she's innocent? You know, it's you kind of wish you were in there and watching this in real time, watching her in real time.
Yeah, this case, so many twists. And you, Dr. Carole Lieberman, always great to have you sharing your insight with us. When we come back,